last November, I had stated that I was getting book 3 and 4 as a birthday gift, and they never came. Like, my mother ordered them through my brother's account. She used my brother's card and then paid him back for it, but they never came. Like, my brother tried getting new books sent. He tried getting the refund for it so he could reorder them, and he couldn't have either one of those done. Like, it would not allow him to do either. He couldn't find the books. Amazon just lost them, so they never came. And you know what? I so badly wanted to read it that I just ordered book 3 last month, and it finally arrived. I tried ordering book 4 and 5, but it is out of stock. But I am finally going to sit down and read book 3 and do a review for book 3. I am apologizing for the long delay, even though I had basically promised last year that I'd do a review. And I'm sorry for the delay. To clarify right here and now, there's only a year difference between book 2 and 3. But the main character and female lead are now teachers at their school, but they're only a year older than they were in book 2. We only get to notice 3 of their students, and we're going to call them Student 1, Student 2, and Student 3. Student 1 has obvious feelings for the main character. She's romantically after the main character. She keeps coming to the main character to ask the main character for help in class, even on the very first day when the main character hasn't taught anything. She's up all the main character's business, and the main character wants to keep a line between her and her student. She hadn't even realized the student had feelings for her, even though it was so obvious that the girl was crushing. Student 2 very much dislikes the main character, repeatedly glaring at the main character, and Student 1 tells the main character the reason for it is because the main character stole her love from her. And so it's either the girl has feelings for the female lead, or she has feelings for Student 2. And then Student 3 is a male student, and he kind of gives the Second Prince vibes. He kind of reminds me of that dude. The main character and the female lead takes their daughters to have an aptitude test done, which these aptitude tests are done to find out if someone has magic or not, or what kind of types of magic they have, or how many types of magic they have. Remember, the main character has 2 types of magic, and this is rare. And then remember, in book 2, we were introduced to the female lead's ex-crush, and she had 4 types of magic, which is really rare. Well, they take their daughters to go have these tests done, and their daughters are super excited. They really badly want to know what kind of magic they have and how much magic they have. Except, sadly, one of their daughters, daughter 2, does not have any magic at all, and daughter 1 has 4 types of magic. And so they decide to teach daughter 2 how to do sword fighting, so they get Prince 2 to teach the second daughter how to sword fight. They also decide that she'll be taught cooking. She'll have skills for herself. And then they will teach their first daughter how to use all 4 types of magic that she has. They had to have a conversation with both girls and make second daughter know that no matter what happens, they will love her and care for her as much as they care for her sister. And it was such a touching and sad moment because they both were freaking out of how they're going to take care of the situation and explain to their daughters. Like, you can tell how much they care and love their daughters. Also, the main character came up with a theory because both of their daughters were cursed. If the reason why second daughter doesn't have magic is because of the curse, shouldn't that be the same thing for the first daughter? Her theory is that when their bio mother was pregnant with them, they were cursed at the time, and someone also took the magic from the second daughter and gave it to the first daughter, because it's really suspicious that the first daughter has 4 types of magic and the second daughter has no magic at all. So she thinks someone did something to them when they were cursed to make it where only the first daughter has magic. I know it's a little confusing because I was confused when I was reading. But yes, this is the main character's theory. She has no way to prove it, and the female lead thinks it's best not to say anything about the main character's theory to their daughters. Do not bring false hope to the second daughter. The second prince's relationship with the daughters is hilarious. The first daughter doesn't like him. Like, she always rebukes him, bites at him, and it's typically because she's jealous that he's giving more affection and attention towards the second daughter because he has to give her more attention because he's teaching her how to wield a sword and defend herself. So she's always biting at him, and he takes it at stripes. And he just seems like a fun, interactive uncle who's just trying his best to get along with his nieces. But this dude, he's still trying to get with the main character. He tells her, hey, if your relationship with the female lead goes south, I'll be here for you. I'll take you and your children in. And I'm like, dude, don't say that. Don't say it. Like, she's repeatedly told you she's never going to be attracted to you. Just give up, honey. Give up and find somebody who will be there for you. So an old classmate of theirs comes to them stating that they need the female lead to go on a mission at the enemy country, and she'll be tagged along with the princess. You know, the ex-third prince, who was actually a princess this entire time. Go with her because the princess is being sent to the enemy country as a hostage. They're trying to keep from having war happen because, again, they just had a revolution, so they don't have the resources to be in a war. They have already kind of allied themselves with 2 other countries that are fearful of what this enemy country will do. And this enemy country is well known for usurping other countries and taking them under their wing. And this enemy country is promising peace talk as long as they send a hostage. And this enemy country is also sending a hostage. And the main character does not want the female lead to go. She's fearful that this is going to be exactly what happened in book 2, where the female lead tried sacrificing herself and getting herself executed because she believed that was the best. The main character doesn't want a repeat of history. And the female lead's like, yes, I could send someone else, but I don't trust that that person can make sure we can have peace and happiness. I am fearful that this other person will cause us to lose the peacefulness and happiness that we have right now. And the main character finally agrees. And the female lead's like, I'm not going on my own anyways. I'm taking you with me. And originally they weren't going to take their daughters, but their daughters are fearful and scared that they're going to be abandoned. And so they choose to take their daughters with them. And this is the scene, like their daughters are literally begging and pleading and crying for them not to abandon them. And so they have to talk their children down and promise that no, they will be taking their children. Because again, they originally did not want to take their kids because they were fearful that something bad could happen to their kids. But they have no choice because again, these kids have had a horrible life and leaving them right now will not be wise. So the main character, she gets a vision, or she remembers one of the sequel games to the original game, the one she jumps into. And she remembers it, and she tells the female lead about it. And this is actually a Yuri game. It's the one that leads her to playing the original game. And she tells the female lead about the 3 routes. The 3 routes is the queen, a government official, and the classmate of the main character. The queen is the main C's own mother. Why I'm in love with a villainess? Do you have to keep bringing incest into this? Why? Why? The government official only wanted to be with her to higher up her own position, then later down fell in love with her. The classmate is actually an ex-princess who the queen had unenthroned and, ruined her kingdom and brought her kingdom into hers. So yes, this person has a very much grudge and dislike for the MC, but also falls for the MC and becomes a stalker. And they're hoping, just like in the original game, you got the other option not to fall for anybody, but lead a revolution. So they're hoping to take her down the route of another revolution. This is going to get messy.